Hi, good morning everyone. This is Naveen Gudapati working as a senior software engineer as well as Java trainer. So we are providing real-time training from past 4 years onwards on various Java technologies. Up to now we train nearly 20 batches and right now 21st batch is going on. So among these 20 batches we train nearly 350 plus students on various Java technologies, like providing training in the sense we used to train people in real time manner. We used to give more and more real time examples. I am working for one of the major bank in India. So for each and everything generally used to give a banking domain applications as examples, like normal theoretical concepts, and going to give normal practicals. That type of training we people are not at all going to provide. We used to provide uh, real time examples, real-time applications, like what's going on in real time. In that way we are going to train. So among Java, so this is the content what we are going to discuss. First one is core Java, the basics of Java technology, like all basics of Java, like OOPs, object-oriented programming specifications, OOPs, and exception handling techniques, multi-threadings, how threads will be created, and collections framework. Like all basics of Java will be available in this core Java. So we'll cover all those basics under this core Java. After completion of core Java, we'll discuss J2EE. J2EE means it's like advanced technologies, advanced Java kind of thing. So using this J2EE, we are going to develop web applications, and web applications with the database integrations. All those things will cover under this J2EE. J2EE means it's a combination of three: JDBC plus servlets plus JSP. Three. So both three will discuss under this J2EE. Okay. So after completion of this J2EE, will cover frameworks. Frameworks in the sense latest technologies, whatever using in real time. In real time, mostly in all the applications, frameworks will be useful. If you use Java technology to develop any application in real time, in the sense generally people will use frameworks because frameworks have so many advantages. Okay, so what are the various frameworks what we used to cover under our training content? Struts is one of the framework, and JSF is one of the framework, and Spring is one of the framework, and Hibernate is one of the framework. These four are frameworks. So among these four, Hibernate is mandatory to learn. We have to learn Hibernate mandatorily, and Spring. Spring is one of the latest framework, generally having lot of boom for the Spring in nowadays market. So Spring having different modules like IOC module, AOP module, MVC module, ORM module. All those modules will cover under Spring. And then JSF. JSF means it's a little bit old framework, generally used for UI part, better UI part. So it's a very old framework. If you want, like some people wants JSF as well, specifically because in their projects, people will use in their projects. If they use JSF, they have to learn JSF. Okay, we'll discuss JSF as well. And Struts. Struts is one of the good framework. It's a little bit old framework. Struts having two versions, 1.x and 2.x. Both versions we'll discuss. 1.x is different and 2.x is different. So among these four frameworks, Hibernate is backend framework. So backend means database integrations, all these things. So this you have to learn mandatorily, no alternate for this Hibernate, you have to learn. So but among these three are come under front end, like front end part and controlling part. So among these three, if you learn any framework, other two no need to learn. You can able to work with you can able to work with other two frameworks directly. If you learn any one thing, if you learn any one among three, no need to learn other two. Generally people will use Spring in nowadays because Spring is having lot of boom and lot of openings on Spring. So that's why people will use Spring as the front end and controlling framework. And if you know Spring, no need to learn the struts and JSF separately. All are MVC based frameworks only. Okay, so you can able to work with these two frameworks automatically. And in my content we'll touch the struts and JSF as well. We'll touch with this struts and JSF as well, among with Spring and Hibernate. These are frameworks what I am going to cover. And after completion of frameworks, we'll introduce design patterns. Design patterns in the sense, in real time, generally like so many developers, like each and every Java developer are going to get different problems, different issues, like related to coding, and like related to like technology, and related to projects, like application development. We are going to face several issues generally. So already some experienced guys and experienced Java professionals introduced better solutions for regularly coming problems, regularly facing issues. Whatever the regularly coming issues, for those issues already some experienced professionals are given better solutions. Okay, those solutions are called as design patterns in the sense best solution for specific problem in real time. So this design patterns generally knows only working employees, this design patterns in the sense actually in real time some design patterns are regularly useful. Okay, these will know only real-time employees, real-time working employees. So we'll introduce this design patterns as well. So this is the entire course content, and then after completion of this design patterns we'll introduce REST services and SOAP services. REST services and SOAP services in the sense, here I have my Java application and one more application is there like .NET application. My Java application wants to interact with the .NET application. How it is possible? It is separate technology and that is separate technology. That is possible using with services, web services. Like web services are two types: SOAP services and REST services. Those two services will introduce after completion of design patterns. So after completion of REST services and SOAP services, we'll develop one banking domain big application in front of you people with Spring and Hibernate combination and with web services combination. With all these three, we'll develop one banking domain application. As I'm working for one of the bank, we'll develop one banking domain related application in front of you, and we'll show you entire real-time architecture after completion of entire content. Okay, why I'm talking about regularly banking, banking domain is little bit typical compared to other domains. If you work with banking domain, you can able to survive with other domains very easily, because banking domain is little bit typical, because you have to maintain lot of security things, and you're going to maintain so many transactions, lot of business logics you have to maintain. Like banking domain is totally different compared to other domains. It's little bit typical. But if you work with banking domain up to some time, then it is very much easy for you guys to work with other domains. That is the greatness of banking domain. So in my content, for each and every concept, maximum will try to give banking domain applications as examples. Whatever we are working in real time, same thing we are going to show in front of you guys. Okay, so this is the entire course content what we are going to cover under our training, and the respective duration for this course was 45 days, and the weekends would like to take longer sessions, weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, and generally in normal days, weekdays will take 1.5 hour session. Okay, this is the entire course content what we are going to cover. Fine guys, thank you for your valuable time with me.